Floating in space, hoping to land. Roll with the universe, go with the plan. Meteor shower, I'm making it rain. Counting my blessings like grains of sand. Counting the weight to make a band. But the money don't make a man. Sanitize, I shake your hand. Capitalize when you take your land. Enterprise, they don't understand. I am the business, I am the brand. Using my hands, I am a man. Using my mind, I'm making a stand. Hearing them talk, not giving a damn. They told me I couldn't, they told me I can't. Making my mark, I'm leaving my stamp. I'm holding it down like gravity. Floating like a star, so you know that I'll never come down. Just wanna be free. Watch me rotate as the world spins round and round. We blame the gravity. Hold me down to the ground. Gravity got me spinning round and round, round and round. Making the move, playing the part, flowing the groove, I move like a shark. I can see niggas is faking their art. Honestly, dog, is breaking my heart. Game of the life, I'm playing it smart. Eyes on the prize, I aim like a dart. They're hating together, I'm standing apart. Watching my growth, look at my chart. This is my art, this is my soul. The things that I've seen, you don't even know. The pain that I carry is helping me grow. The things that I heard, the lies that were told. Letting it flow, the tears that I shed. Voices I hear, the fears in my head. Harvest the garden, I'm counting my bread. I'm living the dream, I sleep when I'm dead. Gravity. Floating like a star, so you know that I'll never come down. Just wanna be free. Watch me rotate as the world spins round and round. We blame the gravity. Hold me down to the ground. Gravity got me spinning round and round, round and round. Gravity.
All right, we are here. This is the Heat Check, episode 6 of the new version of the Heat Check featuring Nero, where you guys can submit your music, and I don't have to go and check emails and do any of that. You just submit via the link. You pop up on here. I listen to the music. It's great. We got the skip feature too. There are 50 submissions tonight. 48 submissions tonight, which is quite a bit. It's a big number. So we're going to try and be as concise as possible. We are going to set a hard time for 3 hours. If we don't get through all the songs in 3 hours, then the ones who didn't get picked up will be first on the next show. We'll probably just leave the session open and just keep pushing the same session and do that. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Jaron Ikner. I am a multimedia artist out of Arizona. I specialize in all forms of media, writing, rapping, photography. I have a couple feature films under my belt, and I've been doing this for 20 years, and people seem to value my opinion. I did used to write for Phoenix New Times about 10 years ago at this point, but I've done a bunch of fun stuff throughout my career, and people seem to value my opinion, so I brought back the Heat Check. I used to do this several years ago. Also, on top of that, too, nowadays with AI and algorithms and just the saturation point, you have 150,000, 200,000 songs a day dropping on Spotify. And so it's just like, at this point, artists really want to be heard. And that's like kind of like part of the reason why I brought it back. I also just put out an album called Wishes You're Never Perfect. You can go check that out on my website, wishesyourneverperfect.com. It's a movie, it's a book, it's an app, and it's a video, not a video game. It's an album. So show's over. We have a bunch of songs tonight, so we're gonna try and get through this. I'm gonna try and keep the feedback condensed tonight because we have so many songs. I'm gonna try and keep it tight and keep it real. If I go on a tangent, let me know. We are live on YouTube. If you want to participate in the chat, I do read the comments out loud. Hit us up, YouTube, Star Shark Multimedia. And yeah, let's get this. Let's me also remember to press record this time too, just in case. Boom, there we go. So yeah, the Heat Check, we up in this. We're gonna go ahead and get started with the very first song. And the way that I did this time around was that I started it after a while, so the first person who submits will be above the skips. So if you're the very first person to submit, you'll always get played first. That's just my new rule. And then, if you skip, you'll be next. But up first is Jono Jordo. The song's called Fallen, unmixed in big old letters. I'm also fighting a cold right now too, so if I'm like coughing and sneezing and doing all that, that's why. So let's give this a listen. And let me also check my sound and make sure we're good there too. SoundCloud link.
I spy, see you walking by. Don't be acting shy, come on over my side. Looking in your eyes, and I'm hoping that you bite. Babe, I'm kinda busy, I can only stay the night. That's right. We'll paint a picture, Leonardo. I'm with Rocky's fucking crush, I'm feeling mellow. No, I like him nasty, little ratchet, little ghetto. Baby, drop it naked, wipe it like it's jello. I'm the fellow. And she's digging all the antics. Starts to whisper in my ear, I'm getting frantic. She gets excited quick.
I like the flow, for sure. I like the flow. I like that she also said that it was unmixed, because I was going to be like, this needs a better mix for sure. And there's also a couple of parts on the song where you're just kind of like mumbling the lyrics. Just making sure we got sound here. You're mumbling the lyrics a little bit. And this sounds like a solid demo, right? This is something that, you know, you would present to a studio or maybe an engineer. You guys would sit down and work some stuff out. The beat's pretty generic. Not gonna front on that. Like, the beat's like painfully generic, but there's a lot of potential there in the sense that, like, if you do get like a good musician or a good engineer to like go over it, add some swells, maybe add some more loops, add some more stuff on there to make it a full song, give you a better recording. There's potential there. I hear the potential for sure. Like, I'm not mad at the song, I'm not mad at the effort. It's just like, I just also hear the flaws pretty clearly, but you're very upfront about that. It's unmixed. It says in bold letters, unmixed. So, good job, Jordo. I appreciate the track. Keep submitting. I would love to hear more music from you. But let's keep moving. We got our first skip of the evening. This is Christopher Yoshiara Band. Let's read the description. The song's called I Like It Mean. It says, not what we usually do. The song's more upbeat and happier. We usually deal with heavier, sad themes like depression and anxiety. We're a 5-member band, and for some reason, people like this song the most, though it confuses us all as to why. But people like what they like. Thank you for your time and consideration. Thank you for the submission. Let's get it. You're listening to the Heat Check Live. Trying to get situated here because we're about to be here for a minute. For a min.
Oh, stay with me. Just stay. There's a creeping chill in the air that surrounds the despair. Even on the warmest of days, the ever-sinking feeling, the broken thought that pulls the very heart of me apart. Oh, just stay like you want me. I can't hide from my.
So in your description, you say that this is a 5-piece band. I'm trying to decipher what's what in this song, because to be honest, it sounds kind of AI-ish, not even in front. But I mean, according to your bio, you got a picture on here. But who is singing? You know what I'm saying? Like, who is singing? I guess I should read the bio. It says your new bandmates are Madeline Wilbell and the highly skilled bassist Emily Stapleton. I like the song. You know what I'm saying? The voice is what threw me off. And I'm not sure if it's because you're using like certain type of plugins, like an auto-tune or something on there that makes it sound digital. But I kind of got vibes of that. And plus, a lot of your artwork is AI generated. But also, as we dig a little bit deeper here, no, I mean, you've been around for a while. So I'm just curious to see like some structure. I'm wondering if you guys have like a music video out or something like that. I like the song. I like the lyrics. I like the composition. There is a little bit of independentness to it, but it was just the vocals that were throwing me off more than anything else. It's mostly because of her vocal tone and like the timbre, the pitch of it. That's just like making my ears tingle a little bit. But everything else, Sounds fine to me.
Rejection sensitivity, tried so hard to fake apathy, because the world is cruel to those who have too much empathy. So just stay like you mean it, oh, like you mean it. Keep staying like you mean it, oh, like you mean it. Keep living like you mean it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at the song. You don't have any Instagram or social media. Okay, so I'm going to put this in a maybe category because there's some interesting elements here. And I feel like if you have, like, this is like one of the big tells about when it comes to AI, besides like the obvious stuff, is the fact that you said that you're in a band, right? And so if you're in a band and you're serious about your band and you're pushing your music through all the appropriate channels and you've been doing it for a while, you would have more than 21 monthly listeners or 16 followers. Why? Because it's just multiplication. You know what I'm saying? If there's 4 of me doing it, I'm saying the effort would be 4 times as great, and so your results would be bigger. And then plus all your artwork is definitely AI generated. So the vibes come off of AI. Once again, my clause is that if you are not AI, send me some stems, send me some proof, and I'll publicly apologize on the show. No one has done that yet, by the way. So, just saying, we're gonna keep it moving. Time, tickety time. I think that I like the song though. I like the composition. I like the music. I like the lyrics. It's just triggering my spider sense, and maybe your music is just that good. And that's the thing about it. Like, it's kind of like if I'm calling your music AI, and it's not, that's kind of a compliment because it means that your music sounds really good, and the level of quality is good. So, things to consider. Oh yeah, I also have a new soundboard too. I found this soundboard website. We'll figure out sounds as the show goes on, but I have stuff like this. Okay, that one sucks. That one was pretty terrible. I was hoping to be faster and better. I have that one. I got fart noises. So, I'm going to figure out a sound for when I think a song is AI generated. I'm going to give it like a fart button. Anyways, let's keep it moving. Okay, so the next track up is Fragments of Solitude by Travel Through the Nebula, who has been submitting since day one. I appreciate all the return people. I see John Batten in the comments. It's always good. We're trying to build a little something here, so it's good to see people come back. This is pretty great so far. Very dramatic, very epic sounding. I mean, all the music that you submit always has like soundtrack, video game, movie vibes. This sounds like the end credits to like God of War. That's what I think of so far. Let's keep listening though. Very like I said, like end credits of a movie kind of vibe, or even like maybe like the climax of a film is where I kind of hear this song right now. It is very long. It is 6 minutes long. We'll keep listening though. Kind of vibing out to this, you know. Because it feels like it's building to something for sure. You got a key shift. So I'm wondering if this breaks at all. This is a 6 minute song. We're at 3 minutes right now. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. Right there. There. Oh yeah, so this part right here. This part actually reminds me of the Spider-Verse movie. But this is like some Spider-Man fights the Green Goblin type shit. I would say if I were to give any advice, because I really like this, but I don't really have any like core advice because it sounds really good, but the mix sounds a little bit crunched in the sense that like I'm listening to this on headphones. It would be, especially as you progress in the song, to take advantage of like sweeps and pans, maybe some like some automation. They got some dips and do some things with the panning of it because it sounds very up the middle. It's not bad. I've just been spending like a lot of time mixing lately, so I've been thinking a lot like about stuff like that. But that's kind of like the one advice I would give is maybe try to make it a little bit wider. Maybe play around with some automation where you have some sweeps, some things like that, especially as the song progresses, because that first part is long as shit, bro. It's like 3 minutes long, and it gets pretty repetitive, which is why I said it works for like a climax of a movie or like a video game fight sequence or like a end credit sequence because of the repetition of it. But then when it breaks, it's like, okay, cool. I'm now really like kind of hearing all these elements, but they sound all kind of like in the same space. So I would say try to find your way to give your instruments some more room to breathe. And that's my word on that. Let's keep it moving though, because time. This is the heat check. Got a lot of music tonight. This song is Josh-O-Matic. His description says, I'm an industrial synthwave artist. Please let me know what you think. Sure. I'm going to turn on this fan real quick. Oh, it's a little warm in here. I'm in Phoenix, Arizona. And it's like 89 degrees today. And I'm in my studio. So pardon me a second. Okay. Why should no sound? Okay, this is echo down. This is groovy. Not a fan of that saw though. It's very groovy. Like up until the saw came in, I was feeling that, but the saw is it's a little rough. I think you could polish that a little bit. It comes in, it's like very grating, and I would do some massaging on it, play around with some knobs just to smooth it out a little bit. But this is a vibe, man. This is a vibe so far. Definitely vibing. I would say your drums sound very stockish. And I'm wondering if you actually just use stock sounds for all this, to be honest, because it sounds kind of stockish. Like you might benefit from downloading a couple of different, VSTs and some plugins and play around with some sounds, because it feels stockish. It might not be, but it feels like you're using stock sounds from FL Studio or something like that. I'm going to start incorporating video at some point in time. When people submit videos, we'll put the video up on the screen. But not today. I think I got what I need to get out of the song to give some good feedback. I think the biggest issues that I have with it is that it's and I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but it sounds kind of amateurish in terms of the sounds that you're using. Like the actual composition and the notes and the way that you're laying out the song is actually really good. It's just the actual sounds themselves don't sound very polished. They sound like you hopped on whatever DAW and used whatever generic sounds you had and threw it in there. So what I would suggest is that, like, literally go download some kits for your drums. Like, go download, like, whoever your favorite people are, your favorite artists are. There's somebody somewhere made a drum kit that you could find based off of their sounds. And download those sounds, and then also get some VSTs and play around with some sounds. And then once you get those sounds, just replace them. And I guarantee you'll have more fullness and more, because it sounds kind of like a stock audio that you would hear on like Adobe Audition or something like that, which is not necessarily a bad thing. There's money in that, but like in terms of like having a signature sound, it's really hard to hear on this. But let's keep it moving because we got plenty of music. You submitted twice, so that's good, I guess. All right, so up next is All I Know by Gary Allen. He says, thanks for the review. This is an older one of mine, but it introduces my style. All right, Gary Allen, let's see what you're working with. This is the Heat Check. You're listening live on YouTube, or watching live on YouTube and listening. And yeah.
Emotional contortion on religion and body of this earth, all what I made. A connection.
Okay. I'm liking the voice. I'm liking your voice a lot. The composition is strong. Like I'm liking the bass line intro. Your voice has very kind of like John Mayer-ish kind of vibes. I'm wondering if you do all the instruments yourself. Let me read your bio. Bio read. Backup vocals for my awesome sister Janine. Cheers to you all, wonderful people. So you sing for your sister and you just put out some music on your own. Respectable, because I feel like, well, let me listen to some more before I give the rest of my opinion.
Stones were made to break. We were born to say, all I know is what you're saying is true. Eye for eye, he says, wisdom of the dead. All I know, oh, I know you gotta say it too.
Yeah, I like this song.
Ooh.
You got some soul in you, brother. I'm hearing the jazzy kind of like funk influences in the way that you're hitting them bass lines. Your vocal textures are smooth. They're not perfect, which I understand why you're a backup singer for your sister. That makes sense. I imagine that your sister is probably a better singer than you. But I'm wondering if you guys do any duets or stuff like that. You have like this kind of like folk vibe to you, but it's funky. And I like that. It's good. I'm not mad at it. The pen game is good. The recording quality is decent. All around, this is a solid track. This is solid. Let's listen for a few more seconds and then we'll move on. As I drink my tea.
Imagine if we made equality for sale. I know. Don't forget that we're just human too. Don't forget the name.
See, this is like the kind of music that I'm not sure how old people are in the stream right now, but like back in the day, like a lot of entities would sell music on CDs. Like you could go to Starbucks and they would have like the Starbucks album with songs on it. And this is like one of those songs that would be on that album. Like this is like good loungy coffee shop kind of music, which is not bad at all. This is a good thing. So don't take this the wrong way. Like this is something that you would hear in the background while you're at Starbucks buying your venti, whatever, and this is playing in the background, which is good. A good place to be. Your music is being exposed to a lot of people. You have a sound that fits that kind of like chill but productive, groovy vibe. I don't know like what the term I'm looking for, but like lately like coffee shop music is what comes to my mind. I like the song though. I really do. I'm going to keep it moving though, because like I said, I'm trying to be a little bit more condensed tonight. I don't want to go on too many tangents. We have so many songs to get through tonight, so let's just go ahead and keep moving. Up next is The Devil's Waltz by Chad Lloyd. You're listening to The Heat Check, watching The Heat Check, or listening. And this track is called The Devil's Waltz.
Pulled up to that honky-tonk in my old Chevy. When we walked through the doors, the air felt heavy. Neon lights all turned red, darkness crept up the walls. Smoke filled the room, that old dance hall.
Very Bob Dylan-y kind of vibes is what I get. Very Bob Dylan-ish. Like when I say Bob Dylan, it's kind of like a genre in my head where it's like guy with guitar who says like kind of poetically cryptic lyrics that probably have a double meaning in a folky kind of slow manner. That's in my head Bob Dylan music. He's the one who kind of like polished that lane. People existed before that, but your song's called The Devil's Waltz, so, you know, you got this little artwork of like a little devil dude. It's pretty cute. But, yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's all right. Let's listen to a little bit more.
The band looked like demons when they took the stage. Their guitars turned electric, their strings filled with rage. And the devil hit the dance floor, the sawdust caught fire. Music went dark like a funeral pyre. Tried to keep from temptation, Lord knows I've tried, but we're waltzing with the devil tonight.
Cool. I mean, I think that's like all I really need to hear that song. Like, I'm sure that you have some beautiful lyrics and you're talented, but like the song, like because of like the Bob, like I said, I call it the Bob Dylan genre. It's like, and I don't want to like be offensive to people who make this kind of music, but it's like, I feel like it's one of those things where I could pick up a guitar and do some poetry, and I would be able to play a coffee shop or like a bar in like a year if I locked in. I feel like I'm talented enough to do that. And like it takes a certain amount of talent. Like I'm not saying it's not like a talentless thing. I'm saying that like when it comes to like music in general, like the musicality of it, of like what more you can add to the song besides a lyric and guitar. Like, are you adding drums? Are you adding strings? Are you adding interesting vocal patterns? Like, what are you bringing to the table other than just like the poetic lyrics and the guitar? You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people who do that. And so it's like, how do you stand out? And that's when it comes down to. Like, I'm not saying your song's bad or anything like that. It's just that this would be hard to pick out in the shuffle of other songs that have the same cadence, pace, lyrical content, and vibes. That's what I mean by that. So, no hard feelings. I'm not mad at the song. Thanks for submitting. Submit again. Let's keep it moving, though. The next track is called 2:47 a.m. by Bobby Royal and Tank Marwin. This is organic hip-hop with substance. This track has it all. Live instruments, thoughtful lyrics, storytelling, flow, beautiful singing. Bet. Let's see what is going on here.
Remember the sunshine, remember the fun times, remember nothing at all. Everything you ever held on to is gone. You have no name, no face, no place to stay. Only places to go under this moonlight, fatally framed in smoke. Fame and fortune fading in the furnace, they'll take you out in a moment and maybe you'll deserve it. So turn that corner like you had no past, but play it slowly.
This song actually sounds like especially like particularly the way that you're rapping. This sounds like a track that Beck would make. Like Beck. Like Where It's At, Beck. Like that's what I get. Like especially with the way that you're rapping, because like the flow with like the dip and the bit dip. There's only like two people in my head that rap like that. It's The Streets and Beck. Which is not a bad thing. Beck is sick. So like very Beckish vibes. Even like the beat and the composition with the flute and like the striking pianos. This sounds like a Beck song right now. Which is not bad. I like Beck. Beck's dope. This is a good thing. Don't take that the wrong way. But let's listen a little bit more here.
Otherwise they gon' catch you fast. Still yearning for glory, you fool. This midnight might even be the light under which you need to give up your life. So tell me why would you be scared of knives and rifles? You need to prepare to be betrayed by a pair of eyes. Paradise or pandemonium, decided by the swing of the pendulum and how well you handle this loneliness. So know that one day someone may walk this way under a sun ray, but your place is in the shades, and I think you're probably about to run late.
Don't remember my name. Better damn mighty things than fail than live in the grave.
I really like the chorus. I like the way that the whoever that is in singing. I'm not sure that's Saran. The way they came in, like in that pocket with that grimy voice. That hit.
Plan goes bad, was the effort mad, or is it always worth the try? If I scream and shout, will they take me out? They will listen till my words ring out.
Latchkey kid, always on some shit now, same as ever. Born to rebel, 1 foot in hell, 1 foot in heaven. As I climb the stairs to stay alive with eyes open wide, I struggle to breathe while the blood flows out my side. Was always ride or die, always.
I see the super chat donation from All Star Collab. Yes, if we hit 5 super chats at $5 a donation, I will freestyle over just whatever. I'll throw a beat on. Probably on my phone, because I tried doing this earlier and there's a delay. But yeah, so thank you to All Star Collab for that $5 donation. But yeah, as far as the song goes, I actually really dig this song. It's unorthodox hip hop. And if you look at their photos, they're like a bunch of white dudes wearing kilts, I think, in the photo of their profile pic. Like they're literally like, there's a dude with a cello, a trumpet, a dude in a kilt, and then a like kind of like a white guy with a beard and a trucker hat with an accordion. That's their photo. So it's like, yeah, the vibe is like Caucasian hip hop basically, which, you know, there's a lane for that. The groove is very instrumental, like with the stabbing pianos. You got the flute going on there. I like this song. I see John Batten in the comments. He said Cypress Hill. I could see how you could say Cypress Hill. I could see that. Particularly the production would be something that I could see Be Real rapping on for sure. It's mostly the flow. The way that they're rapping on the beat feels very like I said, the two rappers who come to mind are Beck and The Streets. With the unorthodox kind of like off-kilter flow. Another example of the song that this reminds me of is Childish Gambino featuring Beck, Silk Pillow, which is actually one of my all-time favorite songs. If you ever get a chance to like listen to it, that song's incredible. That's like the way that he raps on that song, with the centrifugal force pulling me off course in the horse race, changing streams midstream, 14th place or something like that. He like raps off kilter, and that's what this dude's doing right here. I like that. The chorus is sick. Girl had a really cool voice. I like that song. I'm actually gonna add that to my playlist. And like I said, I'm trying to give condensed feedback tonight. Like usually I probably would talk for like another like 10, 15 minutes about the song. But I'm realizing when I'm going back and watching these streams, I'm like, man, I'm spending a lot of time on each song. So I'm trying to keep it down to like 3 to 5 minutes of feedback, or 3 to 5 minutes per song, basically. With that said, let's keep moving. Up next is On the Net by Flip Rothstein. Lit. Let's get it. This is the Heat Check, and we are live on YouTube. I like the video. Pretty cool video. It's like he has like an old school internet window browser going on here.
I put the song on the net. I shot the vid on the set. Then I took off like a jet. I did it with little support. Now that I'm hot like a torch, I'm on track and I'm staying on course. All the broke ones is hating the course. They get money is what I was told. I put the song on the net. I shot the vid on the set. Then I took off like a jet. I did it with.
This is dope so far. I'm curious to know if this dude's self-produced. Let me see. No, this is produced by Santoro Keys. Gotcha. Okay.
Little support. Now that I'm hot like a torch, I'm on track and I'm staying on course. All the broke ones is hating the course. They get money is what I was told. I shot the vid in my neighborhood. Everybody know that my face card is good. I ain't gotta say much cause it's understood that I'm one of the realest to ever do it. Transition from the street to the music. I don't rap on the track unless Keys produce it. I use just a.
So when I watch this video, I'm seeing you, like, I can tell that you're OG vet. This dude looks old as shit. No knock, because I'm old as shit, so, like, I can recognize as old. I'm wondering how long you've been rapping for, Flip Rothstein. Like, it feels like you've been doing this for a minute. Like, your flow's on point. I think the beat is a little weak, if I'm being honest about it. Like, the production sounds dated. Just in terms of, like, the drums. I guess tonight's episode is going to be about sample selection. Because I think that the beat composition is good, but the choice of the instruments that you chose are weak. Could be stronger drums. Could you be using like layered drums, layered kicks? Doesn't sound that way. Let's give it a few more seconds.
To help me distribute it, I got fans and they waiting to listen to it, and they into it like TurboTax. All the love help me turn it up to the max. Got a fit for the vid, so I want the sex. You can keep the printer cause it's all facts. Kinda confident, think that I'm all that. When I step on the scene, people start to stare.
Total the video.
Baby, subscribe and share. All it takes is one song and I'm out of here. I put the song on the net. I shot the vid on the set. Then I took off like a jet. I did it with little support. Now that I'm hot like a torch, I'm on track and I'm staying on course. All the broke ones is hating the course. They get money is what I was told.
Yeah, I like the chorus. The chorus is sick. You can rap for sure. Like, you definitely got bars. You know how to float on a track. I just feel like the production's lacking. Feels like the beat was made in like 10 minutes. Like, you just have the chord, the duh, 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 and you put the beat over. Do that on a DAW, and you got the beat. Put a bass line on it, you got a beat. Let's try to push ourselves production-wise, especially to hip-hop, because it's so easy to make hip-hop beats. This is something that I've been dealing with on my own, where I'm like making beats and making songs, and I'm like, I'm not saying that you have to have all kinds of layers or even things like that, but it's just like more unique approaches to the music. Like, let's try to add more musicality to it. Whatever that looks like, because that's such a broad statement, right? Like, I'm not trying to be bougie or like pretentious about it, but that's just how I feel. I feel like the beat should be a little bit stronger. Just do more with the beat. Add more layers, play around with it, do like a beat switch up, maybe flip polarize the drums or reverse them, or, you know what I'm saying? It just sounds very like C level. That could be better with better choice of samples in the beat itself, more layering, better sequencing, stuff like that. But the rapping is dope. You could rap. Chorus is sick. Bet. Let's keep moving. Oh, we got a new skipper. Oh, we got a skipper. Okay, so this is Moonshine with It's Me Essence. This is the description says this is a song I just wrote. You just wrote this. All right. This is the heat check. Let's listen to what you just wrote right now. Let's get it.
It's 2 a.m. city, quiet lights are low.
Okay.
You slid through with that look I already know. Windows down, radio on that slow jam. Moonlight hitting your skin like a program. You say you cool, but I feel that tension. Say you over him, but you still mention I ain't trying to save you, I ain't that guy. But the way you look tonight, damn, I might try.
So I really like this so far. Hitting all the marks. The beat sounds like really polished. The vocals are decent. I think that the vocals maybe would have benefited from, and I'm not sure if this is like out, because this is a band lab link. Some ad-libs, something in the background in those pauses, because there's a lot of open space in between like your runs when you're like, no, 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 no. I'm saying there's something like a little underneath it, but let's keep moving. I like this a lot so far.
Fucked over, two lonely hearts leaning off each other. You say you don't wanna fall again, but you already did, so fuck it then, so fuck it then. We both pretending this ain't the end.
So this definitely takes me back to like early 2000s R&B, like when Usher and Jagged Edge and like Mario and Lloyd, other dudes that were just singing power songs where you would sing and you would point at the camera. It's like one of those kind of songs. And then honestly, like this is kind of refreshing because they don't make music like this anymore. They really and truly don't. Like, I think the only person who does songs like this is like Chris Brown. Now I know there's other artists who do that. I'm sure people are gonna watch this and be like, what about so and so? I don't care about so and so. I'm talking about like what's in front of my face right now. I don't hear music like this more like enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm married. This would be something that I would put on when my wife gets home and we would chill, be in the background. Might even make love to this song, maybe. Not on purpose. It'd probably be in a playlist and then it would work out that way. But let's keep listening to it a little bit more here, for sure.
But your fingers drawing circles on me. If this is just one night, let it be clean. No lies, no games, just honesty. We sipping moonshine, late night, low lights, truth spilling out every time that we lock eyes. Say you don't wanna stay, but you holding me tight. Say
So the second verse didn't hit me as good as the first verse. And I don't know exactly what it is. I think that with the first verse, there was a lot more space for things to breathe lyrically. The second verse sounds a little wordy. Little bit on the wordy side. Like, it's not overly wordy, but there's a lot of words going on there. A lot less space. Space is good. When it comes to hip hop and R&B and urban songs, space is good. Let's keep listening though.
You talk reckless when you start drinking. Tell me all the shit that you usually keepin'. Say he played you once, then twice, then again. Now you scared to trust, but you want a friend. I ain't trying to promise you forever. But I can give you peace for this moment together. Your head on.
So you had that one ad-lib right there, which wasn't really an ad-lib. I guess it was just a hard lyric, but when you had that forever, like it swelled right there. It swells in the headphones. Like, that's like so far the only instance of that on the song. We need more of that earlier in the song. Like with strong ad-libs to fill in those spaces. Like, even if I look at the music file right now, which you all can't see obviously, the first verse has literal dips in the file from the space in the song compared to the middle of the song, which is a big old block. And then we get back to this verse and there's more dips. Those dips should be filled with interesting sounds, like runs. Ooh, ooh, ooh. If you don't want to sing, that's where you would put in like instrumental hits, like strings or little twinkle of a piano, stuff like that to just make the sound, the song sound more interesting. We'll listen for a few more, for sure.
My chest, my heart beats slow, moon up high in the sky like it already knows. We both been hurt, we both been fucked over. Two lonely hearts leaning off each other. You say you don't wanna fall again, but you already hit, so fuck it then.
See, all the elements that I'm talking about are right here. Now, I said you have the guitar and you have the strings, but they come in a little late. They come in very late. I would bring those strings and the guitar up. Well, not all of it, but like some of it or something like that. Just little hints of it in the, like earlier on in the song in the beginning. Sprinkle it throughout. Get to this part of the song where you have all the instrumentation coming in, which is, I'm sure, what is going to happen when this beat drops, is that you'll have the whole song, right? Let's see.
So fuck it then. We both pretending this ain't deep.
Hear that guitar? The string hit.
Circles on me.
Yeah.
If this is just one night, let it be clean. No lies, no games. Just understand. We sipping moonshine, late night, low light.
Got the
spilling out
saw whistle. Like,
say you don't want to.
all the elements are here. This is a great song. I think all the elements are here. They just need to be arranged differently. I'm talking strictly the beat. Your voice is fine. Like, you're not like the best singer I've ever heard in my life, but you're not bad, man. You got a decent voice. You're good at singing. I think that this is mostly the production. Like, especially when I get to the second half of the song, I'm hearing all these elements with like strings and saws and whistles and interesting elements that should be introduced, or at least hinted at throughout the song leading up to it, just to keep things like progressive. Like, think about the progression of it, because it's kind of like there's nothing, you have the song, and I thought that was the whole song, and then all of a sudden at the 3-minute mark, we have like all this extra stuff that could be used more interestingly throughout the song earlier. That's my word. Thank you for the submission. Thank you for the skip. I'm going to keep it moving. Thank you again. And yeah, we got to go. We're at song 11. We got 49 submissions. So the next track is Santoro Keys. The song is called On My Shit. Love it. This is the motherfucking heat check. Keep it hot.
On my shit, weak people want me change my lane. I can't forget, now that I'm VIP, everybody feel my reign. Do it big for my city, do it bigger for myself. Converted pain into energy. Turn my music into wealth. Said we all gonna make it. I'ma make sure that it's true. One of the few. Never gonna see me try, bitch. I'm one of them people that do. Pray for the betas. They pray to these gators. We alphas. I came in this bitch with my crew. Way too strong to let some bullshit come fuck up my view. Came from the bottom, aiming for the top.
The song is like painfully average. I don't want to be a hater, but it's the issue that I had with the other song from the earlier submission, where it's like the beat was probably made in like 10 minutes, 30 minutes, definitely a day or less, and then the lyrics. I mean, like I said, when it comes to rapping nowadays, the actual rapping is not even the problem. It's how do you stand out from the crowd? How do you make a sound that sounds unique to you to where you don't sound like everyone else? This song sounds like the average rapper in 2025, 26. And maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's what you want. But it's like, I mean, we're trying to figure out ways to really push ourselves creatively as artists. At least I hope so. And then also you want to stand out. And I don't want it to be a thing where people rely on social media or content creation or whatever in order to be seen if you're a musician. I understand the necessity for it. That's part of the reason why I do this show right now, because I want visibility for my brand and what I do. But at the same time, though, it's like, for me anyways, it's all about the music. And if you're not pushing yourself musically to make interesting music that's going to stand out, you're just going to get lost in the crowd. And that's what I'm thinking with this song, where it's like, it just feels like every other rap song. There's nothing here that's being like, that's pulling me in, where I'm like, oh man, this is great. Watch, we'll listen for a few more minutes or a few more seconds, because I'm trying to give people at least a minute. But listen.
Eastside City, Baltimore blocks. Got our own business, now we call shots. Used to have less, now I want a lot. I came to win. I don't pretend. I get the money. And make it extend. Stay in the mix, I know how to blend. Always the topic, I know how to trend. Move like a lion when I'm in the den. Got out the trap, I know how it end. Feel like a jeweler when dropping these gems. Now I get paid when I'm moving my pen. Boss moves, all his money, my friend. At this done, then I do it again.
The rapping is solid. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like you're bad at rapping. But that's the problem, is that like most rappers who rap are pretty good at rapping. That's why they rap. Like when it comes to rap music, like rapping is kind of the easy part. Like even with like my own music, like I'm pretty decent at rapping. Like I'm not like I would even be honest and say that guy's probably a better rapper than me, like overall, based off that one song. Like he probably has like better flow than most of the songs that I do. But most of the songs that I do are also like really trying to push through creative like threshold and stuff. Like I'm rapping over like all kinds of weird synthesizers and stuff like that, so where it's like, what's more rewarding at the end? Doing the same thing over and over very well, or pushing yourself creatively to do new stuff? That's my word on that. I don't want to sit like I said, I think that the song overall it's very average. It's not a bad song. It's just average. Let's keep moving. I said enough already. The next track is going to be Talk Some by High Minded Zig. Let's get it.
Polishing it got down.
Heard they said I'm ghetto, bitch, I am. I bet I still getting money more than all your fam. Stupid bitch wanna play me, I might hit a friend. Spin the block, double back, he do the running man.
I'm not no lover, man, my name ain't Chopper Ranks. This that Florida water, make a nigga walk the plank. Say when I'm under Panther, told that bitch your pussy pink. This a fully automatic, you gon' hear that metal clink.
See?
Hold up,
See? This is what I'm talking about. This song is already way more interesting than the previous song. You hooked me with the jazz intro. I had no idea where the song was going when it first started, so it had my attention from the rip. And then all of a sudden, you turn into a hyphy beat, and the flow is snapping, and you still keep the jazz sample. I like it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. It's like, that takes a lot of creativity to like put those things together in a way that's unique to them. Hey, Box, too.
Hope your nigga about that shit, he get run down. Bet that nigga got no motion, he'll bust down. Only step is that he knows when it's put down.
I stand advantage mode, cause bitches saving our receipts. I'ma do us both a favor, clicking, I'ma hit delete. All these bitches love my smile, it's 24 just for the teeth. Took a bitch to pound town, I 7 I'ma under ski.
Break up, hey, I don't think they fucking with us. So get up out the zone, I'ma pop another jigger. All that drink up in the body to that bitch that I can't lick her. He go fuck up on the Glock, my play around and pull the trigger.
Alright, I see how y'all wanna play it about. Okay, nah, Brody, I got him, I got you this time. Nah, blood, hold on, wait, hold on. Hey, I told my bitch to start the cock, cause they ain't in no losing fights. If I test
Yeah, this song's dope. This is a dope track. I like the idea of, like I said, I like the interesting use of sound. Because that's what we're supposed to do as musicians. We're supposed to use sound in interesting ways. Ways that are unique. Ways that express you in a way that, like, really no one else can. This song is really good so far. It's a bopper. Like, the rapping is not, like, on some, like, Black Thought Nas shit. It's on some hyphy shit. And they're floating. They're floating on the beat. I dance to this. This is hot.
flow, bitch, I'm pulling out my pipe. This nigga mad about a bitch, but she gon' leave with me tonight. She gon' think I really better. Say, bitch, I'm fucking up your life.
Like, damn, bitch, like, you got me fucked up. You really think I'm better for you? You goddamn out your mind. Ha, bitch, ayy, I'm out the coke and Zam. Tax a nigga for the lows, call me Uncle Sam. Man, with that powder for your nose, you won't understand. Fly than a motherfucker, bitch, they call me Peter Pan.
And she loca, roll up in from the border. Cook, fuck, clean, every time that I wanna. Fresh A1s, always keeping it polar. Give a couple snow bunnies, do anything I wanna. But that shit for play, cause today's the day. And give a bitch good dick, and she'll do what you say. Some hoes say hi, some hoes say hey. If you ain't with us, then motherfuck what you say.
It's always tight. This might be my favorite song of the night so far. I like it because it's unique. It has a twist. It has a personality to it. It has something that is probably signature to their style, meaning that if I go to their page, high-minded Zig, I would probably expect more of this. This is a very signature sound. I like it. Good stuff. I'm actually going to star that because you sent it directly. So, up next is Where Did All the Humans Go by Van Raven. Let's get it.
Whatever you say, whatever you need, real shit scares you. You say I make you bleed. Where did all the humans go? 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 Where did all the humans go?
Cool.
Whatever you say.
This is great so far. I'm looking you up on Facebook. I'm assuming this is you. If you look. Anyways, this is a cool song. It's very relevant to what's happening in the world with AI taking over. Apparently they're from Tasmania. It's on some alt rock, like kind of like punk shit, which is, I think is always a vibe when executed correctly, which so far this is. I have no issues with this song so far. It's not something that like blows my mind, but it's a strong effort. We'll listen for a few more seconds.
Whatever you need, real shit scares you. You say I make you bleed. Where did all the humans go? Where did all the humans go? Where did all the humans go?
Like, this almost sounds like this would be like a theme song for a sitcom called Where Did All the Humans Go? And this would be playing as a theme song on some Malcolm in the Middle kind of vibe. I'm not mad at the song. It's not like incredible, but it's great. And I think the fact that, it's real people and that's the message behind it and that's the message they're pushing, keep that up. Blessed to you. Oh, so we got through 13 songs in the first hour. So ratio-wise, it'd be 26. And then we should theoretically be able to get through most of the songs because we have 49 submissions. But I do think that I am going to do a hard cutoff at 9 o'clock. And so probably what I'll do is as we get closer to the end, maybe like the last like 30 minutes, we'll probably do like a shuffle. We'll use the shuffle feature, and then we'll do like a lottery, and whoever gets the submission gets the submission. And then the people who don't get picked this week, I'm trying to decide if there's a way that I can make you guys, whoever doesn't get picked, I might just leave this open and let it ride and just push the same link next week. And the people who didn't get picked this week will be first next week. Okay? Because I'm not trying to be here all night. So, I love listening to the music though. I am having a blast doing the heat check. This is great. But yeah, time is of the essence. Up next is Fingerprints by Johnny McAndrews. Check this out here. Let's see what we're working with. Okay, here we go. So wait, I already know that Johnny McAndrews already submitted before, and I'm pretty sure this dude's AI. We're gonna listen anyways because, you know, whatever, but like, when you submit AI and I know it, it's you get less time. That's what it is.
Morning through the blinds, dust lit like a crime.
It's frustrating because this dude has more monthly listeners on Spotify than I do right now. So that's a little bit frustrating to know that the robots are taking my slot. But you could solve that by going to go listen to me on Spotify, Jaron Ikner, Jaronikner. I just put out a new album called Wishes Never Perfect. You can go check that out and enjoy that. And yes, I am taking this dude's AI song as an opportunity to push my music. We're listening for a few more seconds. Overall, like, it's AI, right? So, good job on the prompt.
Every service keeps what hands leave behind. I keep my edges sharp, doors half closed. I know how quick a body learns what is old.
All right, I'm good. I hate like dismissing songs as AI because it's like I feel bad if it's not. But this dude, I think I'm like 98% sure this dude's AI. So it is what it is. Keep submitting if you want to, but yeah, I think that the rule is that if I think it's AI, I'm just gonna listen to it less. Especially if it's like, you know, at the end of the day, like if you submit an AI song and you're submitting it as AI, like knowingly, that song better be pretty fire. Cause I play with Suno, I use Suno. I'm not even gonna lie, I made some heat with Suno. Where I'm like, damn, this is fire. That's like one every like 1,000 generations though. So it's like, you know, if you're gonna hit me with the AI, it better be like the tippy toppest tierest AI that you ever fucking prompted in your life. Anyways, let's keep moving. Up next is Dope Fiend by Low Quant. Low K wants to ride.
Doing light skin.
Bitch been dope fiend since she OD. Don't know why she chose me, it's probably cause the weed. She feel like she Kobe, she hogging all the weed. Fuck it, I'm Ginobili, I'm faster to the T. Bitch been dope fiend since she OD. Don't know why she chose me, it's probably cause I'm green. Tripping her poetry, swerving in the V. Toss it to the sidewalk, keep touching. When she toss that pussy up, but she did not trust him. We'll put your blicky up, that shit is not busting. So I put a pussy up, cause I was not busting.
Okay, so this sounds good in terms of like the recording and the quality of it. The chorus is solid. It's just that when you start rapping, you start like slurring your words. You do like this like word like slur. And I'm not sure that's like your rapping style, but it's like it's kind of off-putting. I'm not gonna lie, it puts me off a little bit because it's like, are you on drugs? Did you drink some lean when you recorded this? I'm confused. And maybe y'all don't hear what I'm talking about, but I'm gonna play this a little bit more.
I treated like a pipe dream, I'm still struggling. Don't lie to me, cause I was not touching. Trash sitting on the street, ho, you dry something. And she got it in her nose, ho, that's not running. And my blick not small, ho, there's drugs in it. Told him drugs my only deal, I was not witness. He fucking on his slut, now his jaw itching. I said drugs and gave her up for her own suspicions. And she end up on the streets cause she can't make decisions. Boy, he flexing green cut, he was not Tristan. Rockabilly white.
I will say that's recorded very well though. Like good use of your ad libs with the pans. Like I got one couldn't hear. Like the recording's good. The production's decent. The lyrics are alright. It's the voice that's throwing me off because, like I said, it sounds like you're stuttering on your words a little bit when you're talking. It's harder to road. And I'm wondering if that's like a speech impediment or if that's like how you talk in real life or if that's just like a thing that you do for the rap. I don't know enough. But I think I got the gist of that song. So let's go ahead and keep it moving. Keep it moving. This song is called YTOFM. I don't know, but it's by Alexander Towner Silva. It's a mouthful.
I could show you around, take you to the movies. You could ditch the crowds, come hang out in the boonies with me, looking at the clouds. Imagining aloud, we could lay around, we could light some candles.
I'm suspicious of this one. Just because when I look at your page, you literally only have one listener and 2 songs. The other song came out in 2016 though, so that's definitely pre-AI. What's up with the gap? Why do you got a big ass gap in your songs? I mean, it doesn't necessarily give me AI vibes, but I do think that like there's something off about the song. It's hard to explain. But I like it. I don't know what YTOFM is yet. I guess I should listen a little bit more and find out.
We could talk about the things we couldn't handle before we could lock the door. We could lock the door.
This is pretty good, man. I'm pretty sure this is not AI. That part right there is actually pretty incredible. The way you use those saws and synths. That's pretty dope. I don't think AI can do that yet. Vocals are good. Lyrics are strong.
We don't need to sleep. Maybe a minute or two. Walking in a dream. Forget about a curfew. You're talking in your sleep. You're talking in your sleep.
This is a really cool song. This is a very, very cool song. It's interesting. Has some very interesting compositions, some cool lyrics. I'm not mad And like, yeah, it's not AI because you can tell, like when you listen, especially when you listen to it headphones, there's like some panning going on, like there's some layering going on. So this is just good music, bro. This is just good music. So like, I mean, at first I was like, this might be AI, but the more I listened to it and realized that like you did put out a song in 2016, so it's like, cool, this is not even your first song. The lyrical composition, that synth breakdown that you had, this is solid, man. This is a solid song all around. I am not upset at it. Let's listen to one more.
We can hang around, wake up with the sunrise. Never had a doubt since I looked in your eyes. You're the one for me.
You're the one for me. Ah, that's what it's called. You're the one for me. That took me a second to figure out what the fuck YTOFM was. You're the one for me. Nice. I like that. That's a cool song, dude. That's a cool song. I like it. I really enjoy it. I don't really have a lot to say about it, honestly, because I think that it sounds pretty great all around. Like the mixing is great. There's some really good production, some great progression in the chords. There's some good lyrics going on there. I even like the chorus with the "You're the one for me." That's cool. The artwork is pretty cool too. Like, this is solid, dude. Solid work. One of the best songs of the night so far. Let's keep it moving though, because time. This next song is called "White-Throated Sparrow" by Love Trauma. And this is song 17 so far. So we still got a long way to go. If you're waiting and you want to get heard, I suggest you use the skip option, because I'm not sure we're going to get to your song if you're too late. So the guitar chords make me think of POD, particularly their first album. The screaming obviously doesn't, because POD doesn't scream, but the guitars that do, I get POD vibes. Those vocals need to be louder, bro. Those vocals need to come in a lot louder, because they're completely overpowered by the guitars and everything else that's going on right now. Very, it's cool. Like, I like it, but they're not loud enough. That double bass work is really good. He's going off in that double bass. That sounds sick. Good job. This is dope. So the song has a lot more to offer than I thought it did. And what I mean by that is that, like, when I first heard it, I was like, okay, this is going to be a screamer song. But then as I started listening, I was hearing those guitar chords, and then you had to switch up with the guy singing, and then you had that breakdown just right now. It's like, this song is dope. This is a well-produced song. I think the only issue is that I have is that like the vocals should be a lot more dynamic and upfront, because you know it's a screaming song, and your screaming is being drowned out for sure, and then the singing is being drowned out for sure. But the song itself is good. It's good music. I enjoy it. I like it. Good stuff. We're gonna keep moving though. Like I said, I'm trying to be condensed. I want to get more feedback to each song, but there's too many songs. Let's get them all in, or as many as possible. Up next is Hello World by Olvenn. Olvenn. Thanks for your support, mate. Bet. If you're watching the Heat Check live, if you like the show, follow my page. Solid. Final Fantasy old type beat. Intro to video game type beat. These are good things, by the way. You have it labeled as chiptune? Yes. Chiptune as fuck. Let's listen to a little bit more though. This part kind of sounds like a Kid Cudi song. Like I can hear Kid Cudi like doing some crooning over this, where he's like, whoa, ooh, I'm Kid Cudi and you're my buddy. I smoking weed on it, money. It sounds like a Kid Cudi song like halfway through, which is not a bad thing. I like Kid Cudi, but that's like it's that Rat-a-tat. And who else? Ebile, Emily, however you say his name. That type of production is what I get from this, which is a good thing. Very video game-ish. Solid. I don't really have any feedback really outside of the fact that I like it. So keep that up. Let's keep it moving. Next track is called Minute Maid by Hurricane Dan Fisher. Bet. We're live on the Heat Check.
Too much used to be a Minute Maid. You the one that got away. Cross paths had to make it mine for a bit. Knowing damn well she a lie. Too much used to be a Minute Maid. You the one that got away. Cross paths had to make it mine for a bit. Knowing damn well she a lot. I've lost myself, don't know you. It's all you on my mind. Lost myself, don't know you. It's all you on my mind. I've lost myself, don't know you. It's all you on my mind. I've lost myself, don't know you. It's all you.
Think I landed in Atlantic and I'm better.
It's a cool track. I think that that's kind of like what I'm talking about. Like that song held my interest because it was interesting to listen to. Like you had the syncopated off drums, you had his off kilter singing on there, the kind of jazzy neo soul vibe to it. All that held my attention as a cohesive package. You know what I'm saying? Christopher Yoshiara, I see your comment. If you're not AI, man, you're not AI. And if you're vouching for yourself, my bad. That means you make really good music. Keep it up. It means your music is on par with the robots. Back to this song real quick though. He's floating. He's floating. This is like finding that pocket in a weird beat and doing interesting stuff with it. This is like literally what I'm talking about in terms of like what I like to look for in hip hop nowadays is like how you're pushing yourself creatively. And this is a good example of that. Let's listen to a little bit more.
In the handle it, the baggage on our shoulders, hard to stay afloat. Lacking understanding in the midst of all the Mandarin, the jargon you can bargain, made us pass the fork and rock the ball. Fuck, feeling kinda jaded. Since forever, my forever, I've been waiting. Sally came to grips, we're running out of time. No hope gon' hold your hand before the finish line. Confiding on your heart, but if it's not mine, where the feeling you? Is the feeling you? I don't know, but you know it's true. I don't know, but you know it's true. I think we caught it past due. Ay.
Too much juice to be a Minute Maid. You don't.
I like that part. Too much juice to be a Minute Maid. I dig it. That's cool. I like that song a lot. I think I'm actually gonna add that to my playlist. So some of the songs that I like, if I really like it, I'll add it to my Struck by Stars Best Independent Music playlist. Most of the songs that are on there are hip hop or like EDM or like in that umbrella. So, yeah, you know, tight. I like that song. Good stuff. Where we at? Okay, so we're at track 20. So far, burning through these, which is good. I'm trying to be like, say, like I even as I take time to do a tangent real quick. I've been trying to improve these, right? So like, we started these 6 weeks ago. This is our 6th one, and I go back and I watch the game tape, and I'm like, okay, so how do we find ways to make it better? And I think that part of it is that sometimes I do be going on tangents, and I'll be talking about shit, and people are waiting to get the reviews. So that's why even with this particular episode, part of the reason why we have so many submissions is because I did cast that a little bit wider. I posted on Facebook and a couple other places, knowing I was gonna get more people. And I think part of it, excuse me, got burps right now. It's like a catch-22, double-edged sword, where it's like, if we get less songs, I will give more feedback, because I want the stream to go at least an hour, hour and a half. You know what I'm saying? But if we get too many songs, then I all of a sudden want to get as many songs in as possible under the 3-hour time limit. We're literally halfway through right now, right? And we're at 20 songs. So right now we're right on pace. Well, we're a little bit behind, but it's a good thing. And I think in the future, like I said, there's gonna be different ways. Maybe we'll start having cutoffs and things like that. But ideally, if things go well with this, then it's gonna be harder and harder to submit in a timely fashion unless you're like on it. So I said we got 50 people submitting to this episode. And I had people inboxing me on Facebook like, bro, like, you got 50 people. And it's like, well, use the skip feature. Like, well, I don't want to pay $10. I can't afford $10. And it's like, well, that's fair. I probably wouldn't pay $10 if I couldn't afford it, to have some random dude listen to my song and give me really good feedback, but feedback nonetheless. So I get that. And so I guess keep an eye out for the drops. I don't know if I'm going to drop the link. Like, I dropped this link this morning, and we got 50 followers, or 50 submissions, so we'll figure it out. Let's keep moving. Next up is Unspoken Tension by Epic Noir. Cool name. Currently watching J. Cole in my city. His car broke down, and he pulled up. Now he's over here shaking hands and kissing babies with people. Alright, so I'm not gonna lie, bro. This is probably like the most generic not hip hop, EDM, house song. But this makes you think of the Dave Chappelle skit where he's driving with the chick in the Mitsubishi. I know that was a different song, but like, it's like this, like when you hear techno music, it's this, like, right? The stereotype. Like if you type in techno music on Google and ask Google to play you a sample, it'd be this. Keep in mind, I love EDM music, but I played that for a full minute and like it just nothing happened. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fast forward this to 2:41 mark. I like that you got room to breathe. That's always good. Mortal Kombat. There's some interesting stuff going on here. Alright. I mean, if that was a drop, then it's not going to get more exciting than that. So, I mean, it was all right. It just felt like very basic. Anthony Gonzalez, J. Cole, was at the Virginia car shop off of 7th Street and Thomas. He's probably not there anymore because, sorry, I'm going on a tangent, guys, but to answer Anthony's question, he dropped his car off there and then he got in a Sprinter and sold his CD around town. Don't know where he went. But I literally just reshared a video on my Facebook page where he was surrounded by hundreds of people and he was trying to get his car out of the shop. And so my guess is, considering that the shop closes at 5:30, he probably was there for like an hour and is gone. Probably not in Phoenix anymore. Maybe he's staying here for the night. I wouldn't try to make that drive to LA, I think is where he's going. So that's the update on J. Cole in Phoenix. I don't think he's where he was at, but he was at the Virginia car shop. My homie gave me the plug on that. I was going to go visit him. I was going to go pull up on J. Cole for a minute, but what's up, Cole? Cole World. But I was like, nah, I got to do the heat check, yo. I got to sit here and listen to all these wonderful artists and their music and see what they're working with. That's way more important than shaking J. Cole's hand. So that's for you. Anyways, up next is CPR by Stilligan. Cool artwork. See, like, this one's already way more interesting than the previous song I just played. In the sense that there's just more going on. You got the little laser beams in between in your dead space. You even have that where. Now I know that the genres are a little bit different. Like this one's a little bit more industrial, the other one's a little bit more house. But the house song it literally felt like every single house song I've ever heard combined into one. Nothing interesting really happening outside of what you know, right? This already has a lot more stuff going on. This is pretty dope. This is solid work all around, but I'm going to fast forward it for the sake of brevity and the other 30 people that are waiting to get their songs. Cool. I got what I need to add. That song's very high energy. I like it's kind of shitty that those songs are back to back like that, because it really shows the difference in like what it means to pick good drums, good synthesizers, and have good sequencing. Because that song was just way better than the previous song in terms of like all around in every category. Not to shit on the previous song, but like we are doing a review show. And just to be honest, like that song was dope. It wasn't like mind blowing. Like I'm not over here like, oh my god, this is the greatest song I've ever heard. But it's solid work, man. It's solid work. So let's keep it up. Keep submitting and fight the good fight. Let's keep it moving though. Up next is the Coffee Song, an unhinged, a lot of words, an unhinged parody by Lynn Meir. A parody based off of Adam Sandler's Thanksgiving song. Interesting. Okay. You're listening to the heat check.
Love to drink coffee. Love to drink. Cool. I love you. Love to drink coffee, 'cause it's good. Love to drink coffee like a good girl.
Who is the person that is trained, that was used to be trained on Suno? Like what white female singer was used? I can't pinpoint it. It's funny because when the black female singers are used, a bunch of people come to mind. But when it comes to the white female singer, I can't quite identify the vocal tones. It's kind of like some Sabrina Carpenter type shit. But that sounds like AI, bro. AI. I'm looking at the page. Lynn Meir. This is where we do a quick deep dive. Your earliest song on here. And like, I don't even want to be like offensive, but like when I look at your photo, you look like an older woman. You look like you're probably like maybe my age, maybe a little bit younger. And so like, but the voice doesn't match the face. I'm going to try one more song here. Sorry, I go super silent. Let's listen to this song. Yeah, no. And then also another part of it too, like the most obvious part about it. Okay, so you did, it's your voice put in the Suno. 'Cause that's the biggest. What about the music though? You know what I'm saying? Like it says that you use, okay, so let me read what you said. You said, I'm a hybrid artist. I use FL Studio and AI. I make this note. Okay, so fair. You're letting people know that you use AI. That's great. No issues with that. You write all your own lyrics. Awesome. You use AI to polish it off. I'm not prompting either. I'm scripting your storytelling in the context of AI. So this is such a thin line for me because like I understand the usage of Suno. Like I said, I use Suno often. I use it to generate ideas. I'll use it to cut samples. I've never put my lyrics into it, and I don't think I ever would do that because you're just giving it to the AI so they can be better lyricists. And I never done the voice cloning thing because out of all the elements when it comes to music, I feel like the vocals are by far the most important to hold on to as a human. Now, I know nothing about you, Lynn, so I don't know anything about like your singing or like your ability to sing, et cetera, and so forth. But when you give your voice to AI, you're giving up a piece of your soul. I know that sounds hella dramatic, but even like when I think about like my usage of it, and I've explained this in my last review show, I'll like beatbox a sample or do a piano riff or play something on the guitar, like something that's humanized, put it into Suno. Suno gives me a bunch of options. I listen to all the options. I find pieces of those options, take those options out, put them into my DAW, cut them up, clean them up, do a lot of smoothing around, do all kinds of shit. Then I'll put drums on it. Then I'll take a synthesizer and add a synthesizer on it or whatever the hell else I'm adding onto it. So much so that like I would say that 20-30% at the most of my songs are AI. And that's not me trying to be pretentious. I'm not trying to like knock your hustle or anything like that. I just think it's important, especially if you are a lyricist and you are a singer, to try as good as possible to hold on to that. Because the biggest problem that I have with your music right now is the voice. The voice sounds just like every other Suno voice that's out there. And I would much rather hear your original voice, even if the production is produced by Suno and you're doing everything on Suno, still sing yourself. Just do it. Like your voice is so much more valuable than whatever AI would create. And you might be in your head about it because you might not think that your voice is good. And then you put it in Suno and all of a sudden you get this beautiful voice, but it's the same beautiful voice that I've heard on dozens of AI songs. And the originality just gets sucked out the window. I'd much rather hear your crackly, older, probably still beautiful voice over the song. Even if you keep everything else, sing it yourself. That would be my advice. And like I said, I use AI a lot. I'm very familiar with what you're explaining in terms of your process, because I do it. Like what you're describing is like kind of how I make not all my beats, but how I've been dabbling with beats with FL Studio and AI and Suno. It's almost the same as that process, but I think the line for me is the voice. Like your voice. And I say, I know nothing about you. You might sound like this, and maybe you can't sing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, I don't know. But, and I can understand the want to have your lyrics heard in the beautiful fashion, which the lyrics were fine. I didn't have a problem with the lyrics. Didn't really have a problem with the production, but like I said, it's the voice. Because that's like kind of what I listen for more than anything else is the voice. Like, that's where it all comes from. The texture of your voice, the cracks in your voice, the subtleties in your voice that AI cannot replicate. So do your thing, girl. Like, go ahead and sing your heart out on these tracks, girl. I spent too much time on that, but I need to get that off. Let's go ahead and keep it moving, though. This track's called Nina Bonita by Arlo. It says, old school, better to play everything, enjoy listening to it. Back to the classics, baby. Okay. Are you a DJ, Arlo? I'm not sure if you're in the comments, but is Arlo a DJ? Just kind of like throwing together a bunch of different samples here. This is fresh. cool. I mean, this sounds like a blend of some different samples, which sounds fine. I don't know what I'm judging for though. I think if I wanted to make this track a little bit more interesting, I probably would add some scratches to it. That's what I was expecting when I opened, but it was open, so it's like, oh, is this like an instrumental? And then I heard the beat switch, and I'm like, oh no, this is like a blend. This is like a DJ mixing samples live, apparently, maybe, I'm assuming. But it would benefit from some scratches, a few little wikis here and there. Overall, not bad. Not mad at it. Let's keep it moving though. Bag It Up by Paper Chase Yank. I feel like this was submitted before. Let me see. Maybe not. Okay, here we go. Nope, that's not it. Is this it? Hold up. It's this one.
I get to work and I bag it up. I get the cash and I stash it up. Trip the pot to get it adding up. I fuck your bitch if she bad enough. Give her good dick, I'ma fill her up. Have another bad bitch come pick her up. Have her give me head sloppy as fuck. After I get her to top me off, I send the same bad bitch back around and come drop her
So
off. I'm
there
running
was
these
a
hoes out
sound
like I
that just threw me the fuck off. It was that rolling snare. I don't know what that was. That was crazy.
the pot to get it adding up. I fuck your bitch if she bad enough. Give her good dick, I'ma fill her up. Have another bad bitch come pick her up. Have her give me head sloppy as fuck. After I get her to top me off, I send the same bad bitch back around and come drop her off. I'm running these hoes out like I run on my car. After I get her to top me off, I send the same bad bitch back around and come drop her off. I'm running these hoes out like I run on my cars.
Bro. I hate talking negative about people's music. Like I really truly do. But, well, let me say this. The production is solid. Except for that rolling ass there at the beginning, like when you start rapping, that shit threw me the hell off. Take that out. But you're not like in the pocket. Like I'm trying to listen to you rap on beat and I can't catch it. Let me see if I can listen better. Do better listening maybe? I don't know.
True story, true story. I get to work and I bag it up. I get the cash and I stash it up. Triple the price, get it adding up. I fuck your bitch if she bad enough. Give her good dick, I'ma fill her up. Have another bad bitch come and pick her up. After I get her to top me off, I send the same bad bitch back around and come drop her off. I ran these hoes out like I run out.
It's like you're struggling with the flow on this. Like this is not the beat for you, I feel like. Because the beat's doing all the beat's a lot. First of all, there's a lot of production going on here. We have a lot of layers. It's a solid beat, but it's such a weird and low key beat that you really kind of have to hit that pocket, like hit it, and you're sliding off of it too much. It's kind of like Blueface Silk the Shocker-ish the way you're sliding back and forth on this beat. Let me listen to a little bit more to make sure that I'm not being a dick here.
I'm a cause. True story. Get into the bag from every angle, direction. If you ain't speaking bag, don't speak in my direction. They stepping, we stepping, get to stepping in the opposite direction. We play with them things like we was brought up in Texas on the brick, breaking down the bricks, but we ain't playing no Tetris in the city. From the city where shit known to get hectic, especially if a nigga feel a little bit disrespected. I just chase my bag and carry my toolie to protect it, cause these niggas hungry, starving, moving reckless. I don't even fuck with some of the niggas I came off the steps with. I'm on the block chasing.
Yeah, this is not the beat for you. This is just not the beat for you. I feel like, I don't know if it's the speed of the beat or if it's just like the textures in the beat. It just doesn't work for you the way that I would imagine you trying to do what you're trying to do. You're not doing it the way that it should be done. If that makes any sense. I don't know. I feel like I'm being mean, but like that's just the heat check, bro. This is the heat check. I'm telling you. And that song didn't do it for me. So we're gonna keep moving. This song is called Stupid Motherfucker, I think is what it's called. By Senor Fantastico. Sounds like a fake name.
This stupid motherfucker right here, man.
Doing, bro.
Yo, look at this fantastic. You know I'm repping OR. Organized Rhyme is the click. Let me tell you about these stupid motherfuckers. Stupid motherfucker. Check it. Stupid motherfucker. Stupid motherfuckers seem to roll this earth. Stupid motherfuckers don't know their worth. Stupid motherfuckers don't know they dumb. Stupid motherfuckers should have been pre-cum because stupid motherfuckers everywhere. Stupid motherfuckers wanna make me pull my hair. Stupid motherfuckers shit they underwear. Stupid motherfuckers, yo, they just don't care. Stupid motherfuckers, so irresponsible. Stupid motherfuckers, what the fuck they want from you? Stupid motherfuckers. Motherfuckers gonna keep on living. Stupid motherfucker. Some words. Shit, I got facial.
Okay, I didn't need to hear the whole song. I didn't need to hear the whole song because I got the gist of what that song was trying to do. It's about stupid motherfuckers, and he just talks about stupid motherfuckers. The beat is very basic. It feels like a freestyle session, live recording kind of vibe. I'm not mad at it, but I don't think I need to hear the rest of the song. That's just how I feel about that. We are live on the heat check right now, and we are on song 25. So, before I continue, we probably will. I'm trying to think how I want to do this. Because I want to, we're not going to get through all the songs tonight if I want to stop at 9 o'clock at this pace. Unless I start giving less advice, which I don't want to do. I want to be able to get all my thoughts out on every song that I hear. So probably at like 8:30, we're going to start using the randomize feature. And we'll start shuffling everything. And that way it's a fair chance for everybody because a lot of these people submitted within the last 2 hours, 3 hours. So it's not like you've been waiting all week. We're going to start shuffling at 8:30, and then after that, we might leave it up. I'm kind of hesitant to leave it up, honestly. I might. Probably what I'll do is at 9 o'clock. Whoever's left, what I'll do is I'll probably shut it down. Because if I don't shut it down, then I won't get the money. So I need the money. So I need that. But I'll shut it down. And then I'll go ahead and self-submit all the other songs that didn't get played. So they'll be first on the queue next time around. That's what we'll do. Yep. Okay, so up next is going to be Gallo Pole Blues by Blues Garten. Let's give this a spin. You're watching the Heat Check with Jaron Ikner. It's Jaron Ikner. Don't be saying my name wrong. Jaron Ikner. Say it with your chest, bitch. Say it with your chest.
Underneath the bridge there is a gallows pole. Said underneath the bridge there is a gallows pole. When many an innocent man has lost his mortal soul. If the governor don't do justice, then the angels will.
Solid. It sounds like a live recording, kind of. I like her voice. It's very kind of haunting. I think she would benefit from.
If the governor
a longer reverb.
Sharpening their swords down on gallows hell.
The musicality is there. Like they know how to jam. This sounds like a jam session. This song is cool. It's slightly above average. It's kind of where I rank it right now. Just in terms of like, one, it's real people, always a plus. But then two, you know, it has like dive bar band vibes, which is a good thing. And if you look at their photo, which you guys can't see, they look like a dive bar band. So, I mean, they're doing what they need to do. Doesn't really strike me or stand out to me in any way, shape, or form, but they did what they need to do. Not mad at the song. Let's keep it moving. Song 27. Break Dance in the Street by the All-Star Collab. Let's get it. This sounds like this might be old school.
Whenever I battle, I don't use a vest. Well, actually, I do. I cheat like the best. Rick Flip in this bitch, swinging my dick to impress. Flight attendants trying to get under the dress. Now the air marshal tells me I'm under arrest. I know when we touch down, you want me to sign your breast. They like, nah, we good Christians like Spray J the best. Plus, you need to speak to God to get your issues addressed. That ring's telling me you'll get your ass kicked by Jess. So I told them thanks, gave them that and quick.
The rapping and the vocal tones actually makes me think of Shock G from Digital Underground. That's the guy from the Humpty Dance song with the big nose, the fake nose. The way that he's rapping with the vocal, I can't do it because my voice is all messed up right now, but that's what I feel. Like it's like a Digital Underground. Like this would be a song on Digital Underground's album. I don't remember what it's called. Live from the Underground? No. Detour. Digital Underground album. Not Sex Packets. Who Got the Gravy? Sounds like it'd be like a deep cut from that album, like this mid 90s, late 90s flow. Vocal tones are very cool, but to be honest, like it doesn't really like grab me. But it's cool though. I mean, like I'm never gonna like tell anybody that their song is terrible. Unless it's just like terrible. I think I've only like give like that advice once, but the energy it's interesting here for sure.
Left the hit switches on these bitches popping drunk at the vat. Cause that's a spot where my cat's medicine is kept. And if she doesn't get it, there will be a certain death. But it would break my heart for the boys to lose their favorite pet. So I had to file for bankruptcy. She's putting me into debt.
Sounds so dated, sounds so old.
So I grabbed two girlies and a beer that's cold. This the type of song to make you break dance in the street.
Except for me, I scrape my knee on concrete.
I can't.
I like the chorus. And like, this is like what I'm talking about. Like I like this song more than the other song that I was shitting on earlier because it sounded too generic. Because even though this song is not like as technically sound or sounds as mainstream, it sounds way more creative. The rapping is more creative. Their approach is more creative. The beat's not as good. The beat's okay. But it's all about like how you present your story. And this is a good presentation. I like this track. I think that if I were to improve it, let me listen to a few more seconds before I say that.
Can't do drill, I can't do trap.
All you got is a drum machine, a notebook full of raps.
This is the type of song to make you break dance in the street.
Except for me, I scrape my knee on concrete.
Dirtiest player in the game ain't bathed in days of brass knucks in my trunks plus a razor blade. Getting and giving color is the name of the game, and I ain't speaking of bleeding, I'm talking regime change. And it seems strange that these two things might be the same thing, but I'm a refrain, nod my head and let the beat bang. Peep game, oh welly in my.
Yeah, sounds like a jam session the more I hear it. Like, it's definitely a full band. I'm not sure if All-Star Collab is the full band, but it's definitely a full band. And okay, yeah. So it's a duo. So then, who's Kin Leon? I'm actually curious to know, like, what your production process looks like on that, because it sounds like it's all live instrumentation. It sounds like a live jam session. Sorry. So yeah, I am curious about that process. But yeah, like I said, the song is fine. Didn't reinvent the wheel, but you did some cool stuff with it. Let's keep moving. This next track is called Departure by Light Path. Mastered by Mike Calagian. Heat Check Live, let's go. This sounds really, really good. Mike Collagen seems to be pretty... That's someone calling me. We're not going to answer that. Mike Collagen seems to be nice with the engineering. He definitely is good. The song sounds really, really good. Like, the vocals come in crisp. The guitars have space. The bass has space. It's a well-recorded song. Have no idea what you're saying because you're screaming. You said you lost audio. Lost audio. Let me see something real quick here. I think we're good. I don't know. Let me see. Audio should be all right. I haven't touched anything this entire time, so. Oh, it's back now. Cool. I'm about to say I gotta reset things. We're good. Audio should be all right. I haven't touched anything. Yeah, so we're just talking. I'm being a lot more quiet because I wrecked my throat right now. But the song itself is good. Like, it's a well-produced song. I'm not really a big fan of, like, heavy metal scream music, so it's kind of hard for me to, like, judge it from, like, do I like it or not? I think I have to judge it from more of a technical standpoint. So it's like, you know, it sounds good. It sounds like it's well-produced. It sounds like a strong song. It sounds like something that might be enjoyable in that genre of music. I think it's one of those things where quality really matters a lot in heavy metal music, because being able to differentiate the vocals from the guitar, the screaming from the guitars, takes some good mixing for sure. So yeah, I mean, it's great. It's great. Is it amazing? Sure. I don't know. I feel like my rockers need to come in and chime in on that, but I'll play a little bit more of it real quick to make sure that we are still getting audio too.
I know you're gone.
Okay, so this part of the song is super dope. It's way better than the first part of the song. This is more my jam. Like that switch up and this part right here is sick. That's a good song. That's a pretty good song. Like I like that song quite a bit. At first I was kind of hating, not even gonna lie. I was like, oh man, another screamer song, because I'm just not into heavy metal like that. But like that breakdown made me appreciate the song more. I love switch ups, especially in rock music. Like another good band that's very good at that is System of a Down, and they're one of my all-time favorite bands, all-time favorite musicians. Mostly because of how they switch up the vibes in the song. Like one moment we're rocking and it's everybody screaming, and then all of a sudden it flips and there's a power ballad. I love that shit. I love it. So good job. That was Light Path. The song was called Departure. Solid work. Let's keep it moving though. We're trying to get through as many as possible. We still got 20 songs left. So we'll see. We'll probably start randomizing here in about 27 minutes. We'll start randomizing. The song's called Premeditated Murder by the After Party.
I observed the father walking down the street with his daughter, probably going just to take her ass into some class. As the plot began, we started deep down in Texas. As he left the building, he entered his black Lexus. Yeah, I feel some type of way, fueled with all this envy, thinking of a plan to rob his car and his wallet without any cameras or upcoming suspicion. I fucking killed this nigga for the right amount of a pension.
I always appreciate storytelling rap. The production's interesting. I like the dude's voice. I think that his voice sounds very cool. Very cool sounding voice. Are we lagging? I feel like we're getting some lag here. Hold on 1 second. Live, motherfuckers. Appreciate storytelling rap. Oh, we're lagging on the video, but not the audio, so it's fine. Anyways, yeah, I'm sure this is a story about, premeditated murder. We'll listen to a little bit more for sure, but I like the thing that stood out to most to me was the storytelling in his voice. And that's something that I think are probably two of the most important things in hip hop is being good at telling a story, or at least like being metaphorically witty and sharp, and having a voice that's unique and stands out. His voice is cool, man. It's smooth. Let's keep listening for a little bit.
As he left the premises, clueless to my intention. Fuck his fucking family, I began to pray and stalk him. Thinking of a place to hide his body and haunt him. Thinking of a way to hide the fact that I shot him. Should I go through with this murder? I began to frail. Thoughts creeping up, spending my whole life in jail. A young mixed male, coming to terms with his decision. The opioids telling him, fuck his intuition.
Yeah, it's cool. You rapping. You know how to tell a story through some bars. It's appreciated. I like the way that you slow it down. Cause I think that's part of it too, is that like with hip hop nowadays, everybody's doing triplets and rapid fast and trying to be all hell lyrical. It's okay to just like slow down and just talk to me and make it rhyme. Tell me a story. You know what I'm saying? Talk to me about something that you care about. So this song is cool. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Let's keep it moving. This song's called Elephant in the Room by the same person. I thought I turned that off, but he's stuck in.
Should I look myself right in the mirror? Elephant in a room, I fear. See the eyes of the people I know. Look up on their faces, scared, I know. Heart's cold, no heart to snow. Can't control myself in me, you know. Nights come and go, in the abyss. Thoughts of my death, made it a list. 18, I made it my wish. Paranoia from the last lick I hit.
Okay, so there's some interesting things going on in this song. First of all, the beat is interesting, but when I'm listening to it in the headphones, it sounds like almost distorted. Like the bass is like crackling almost. And then secondly, the vocals are very, very wide. Not only are they wide, but they're like back. It's kind of hard to explain, but like the vocals are not forward, but they're not like covered up by the beat. They're definitely on top of the beat. They're like outside the beat and back. It's very interesting mixing. It makes for a very interesting listen in the headphones, for sure, for sure. Yeah, let's listen to a little bit more.
Didn't mean to go and kill the kid. Thoughts of suicide, slit my wrist. Thought about it, but I'm pussy to do it. No, I'm a murderer, didn't mean to do it. Pray to God, hoping I could just prove it. Maybe someday I can go to heaven. I can repent for all my sins since 11. Didn't mean to shoot him, didn't mean to execute him with my weapon. But I'm the elephant in the room, elephant in the room. Hey, elephant in the room, elephant in the room. Hey, elephant in the room, elephant in the room. Hey, elephant in the room, elephant in the room.
So I think that's an interesting track. I actually like that song more than the first song that was submitted, but I think it just needs a better mix. The bass is just, it's weird. It's like very distorted. He does a good job of mixing his vocals, but they're also like weirdly placed in the spatial spectrum, which makes for an interesting listen, but it's also like distracting almost would be the word I use. But yeah, cool. That was 2 songs from the after party. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Just a Tidbit, new artist from Toronto, just starting. Oh, long paragraph. Just starting and have a lot of things planned this year. My friends really like this song, but I've been told that it's just so short, which is valid at 1 minute 30 seconds. It was a stylistic choice, and I thought it fit with the nonchalance I was going for. One thing I'm not entirely clear on, what subgenre do I fall into with this? I don't really have any ideas except for the experimental pop or bedroom pop. I just started kind of making it and kept going. Thanks for the review. Love what you're doing. Now, this is actually one of the first times that someone has submitted music and actually asked me a question. Do that more. That way I know what I'm looking for. Like this is supposed to be a feedback session. Like when you just submit your song, I'm going to give you generic advice. But no, this person's asking me like, what genre do I fit in? So now I know what I'm listening for and what type of feedback he's expecting to get. Do that more often, people. Ask questions. Let's listen to Just a Tidbit by BQYU.
Just a tidbit to remember how it started. Maybe a signal that you need me. Well, do you need me? And I don't know why. Would it hurt too much if we said our goodbyes? Can we find the time to see the reason? I keep holding on to that special thing that keeps us going on. Kept a tidbit of your loving. Cause now we're fucked up. I used to love how we were so
Few notes. On the chorus, the Just a Tidbit part, I would layer that with a higher pitched vocal. Just a tidbit. on top of it, or underneath it, sorry. 2, I think you nailed it with the bedroom pop, synth pop vibes. This could be like a mainstream pop song with the right polishing and enough progression to add to it. But bedroom pop seems to be the lane.
Different. Now that days go by, it's been too long since we said our last goodbyes. But it gave me time to see the reason. You and I keep holding on. Oh yeah, you and I keep holding on. Yeah, you and I keep holding on to that special thing that keeps us going on. Late bus.
Yeah, bedroom pop. That would be how I classify that. Experimental pop. I don't really think it's that experimental. Bedroom pop for sure. It leans more towards mainstream pop. And when I say experimental, like I think lyrically, it's not like doing anything wild there. So, good song though. Good song. My sinuses are starting to flare up a little bit, so if I'm acting weird, that's why. Okay, so we got another track. This track is What's Real Will Prosper by the After Party. Okay, so After Party here, he somehow circumvented the 2-song rule. You're only allowed to submit 2 songs. I'm going to actually skip both of his songs right now. I'm sorry, After Party. I think that's fair, though, because there are a bunch of other people who are waiting to have their music heard, and I can't listen to 4 of your songs in relevance to that. Now, if you want to resubmit and use the skip option, I will listen to your music, listen to these next 2 tracks. But otherwise, I'm going to have to skip, bro, just to make it fair. So we're skipping the next 2 tracks. This next track is called U.S. The Path to Ignorance. And I'm realizing After Party's probably using different emails for each account, because I think I do have it set to where you can only submit 1 song.
Just flow on the embers of despair. To embrace the masses stupefied by social networks.
We gotta listen to his song from 2020 real quick, because the vocals sound AI as fuck.
Décharné, détraqué. Mais maintenant.
Yeah, okay, so I think that song that just played isn't real. But the last song before that was not. I think that was AI. Mostly because there's a couple of signs on here on their page. One, the language switches. So the early music from 2020 is in Spanish. And in 2024, all of a sudden, we have AI-generated artwork. Let's listen to their first song from 2024 real quick, called Solaria Dreams.
Me so please. I will dive into the oceans, then I will cry all the salt.
So that sounds like a real song. Go back to the one that submitted real quick. Okay, I was wrong. They're not AI. If they are, they have their vocals out. Then it's definitely the same vocals, except for the earlier song where they had like the Spanish to it. Maybe they switched their singer, but the vocals sound pretty raw. I like the beat. I actually probably would like sample that beat and rap over it. Dead ass. It's like that. I like industrial like beats like that, 4 on the floor type of stuff. I like stuff like that. So I like the production. The vocals are really rough, but they sound like so digitized in the processing that it made me think it was AI. But after a deeper listen, I don't think that it is. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it moving just because, yeah, I'm not gonna spend too much time thinking about it. The next track, the after party again. Guess what, buddy? We're gonna skip you again. Sorry, you're taking advantage of the system there. So up next is Favorite Call by Jalen Wilder.
I met you in the middle of the rush. Both of us tired, both of us tough. Coffee runs and sunrise drives. Trying to.
I'm pretty sure it's AI, bro. I'm pretty sure that's fucking AI. We'll let it play for a little bit, but I'm pretty sure that's fucking AI.
Joe, too busy lives. Every day pulls me away. I'm sure the reason I'm okay. When the world gets crazy and I'm worn down, you're the peace I find. When it finally flows, just you and me on the beat soft.
It's the composition of the song that is a giveaway. Like, it sounds so generically compositioned, like the way that it progresses and then the way that it blends together, it just screams AI. But it might not be. But we are on your page right now. I'm seeing a real person on your page. Let's see here. Maybe not. He's from Nashville. You know, people in Nashville got this shit together. He has several videos on here, but he only has 2 songs. And the song that he submitted was directly to Nero. But it sounds like it's AI to me because it sounds too clean. And then when I watch your videos, it's like you're lip syncing to the song. You're not singing it yourself. Let's see here. Okay, you're lip syncing there.
Hey everyone, I'm excited to share our new project. It's out now on all streaming platforms. The link is in my...
What's up, y'all? I've been getting a lot of DMs asking me, what does Last Call Whiskey mean? So,
No one asked him that. No one asked him what that meant. That's whatever. Anyways, the point is that song is definitely AI. He tries to play it off, though. And this is actually very clever. This is actually a good, interesting learning lesson here. So part of this, the thing about AI is that obviously it's hard to attach a person to AI. Like, if you have to perform the song live, you can't sing it the same way the AI does, right? And that's usually the biggest tell, is that if you want to go look up AI artists, you just go look at all their shit and you can pretty much tell, because especially nowadays with everybody having such big egos and social media, like, if you're an artist and you're a musician and you're real, 90% of artists and musicians, what's lower it? Let's say 85% of musicians and artists will have social media. They'll have their stuff out there. So this guy has a social media account, but in all his videos, he's playing the song in the background and he's lip syncing to it. All he had to do was to discredit the AI was to make a video of him actually singing the song. But there is no video of that. Why? Because he can't sing it. So, just some things to look out for. Good job on the AI song, buddy. Good job on the prompts. Keep it moving. At Last by Will Theory. Let's see how this one goes. We'll probably do one or two more, and then we'll start doing the lightning round, the scramble thing. Suspicious.
I saw your eyes before I knew your name. The room went quiet when you walked my way. Every fear I carried fell apart.
Nope.
Like God whispered straight to my heart.
Nope. Okay, so
I was a man still.
This guy's AI as fuck. AI as fuck. So I'm on this dude's page right now, and this dude has put out like 50 songs last year. Dead ass. Like, I'm scrolling on his page right now, and every single song on his page has come out in the year 2025, and there's like 50 songs on here. So this dude figured out Suno pretty damn well and has mastered it to where he's just cranking out country trunks. He has 300,000 listeners on Spotify right now. Sorry, that's the wrong artist. 66,000 monthly listeners on Spotify right now. Bro. I've never, first of all, I have been doing music for 20 years now. I've lived through the iTunes era and the Spotify era and all this shit. And throughout my entire career, I've never achieved 60. I think the most I've ever gotten in a monthly listener session or whatever a month is like 55,000 monthly listeners. And I grinded my ass off for those numbers. Mailing lists, all kinds of shit. Those numbers dissipated like a couple months afterwards. It is what it is. But for this motherfucker to have 66,000 monthly listeners, that's a bag, bro. You're making decent money off of that. Like his top song on here is 300,000 plays. Almost 400,000 plays. Like, you're making decent money off of that. And the problem that I have with that is how the money is distributed, particularly on Spotify, where they have these artist pools that all these artists are entitled to. And it's a pool. But if you're an AI artist and you're siphoning out plays and views, then everybody else gets paid less. So that's like actually probably my biggest issue with using AI is like not giving a fuck about artists and just putting your music out just because you want to run up the streams, not knowing that you're fucking over like a bunch of artists when you do that. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. I hate it. I know it's not real people. I know it's usually bots. But it's very disheartening. And that's part of the reason why I do this show, because one, I do want to have open dialogues about AI. Like, I'm not anti-AI, but I am pro-fairness. I am pro-artist. And when I hear this shit, or this dude dropping 1 billion songs in a year, it's just not fair, dude. Because, yeah, I could do this. I can hop on Suno right now and knock out literally like 100 songs. And then I can hop on Gemini or Nano Banana and literally do 100 album covers. And then just sit there for a couple hours and literally schedule out all these songs for the rest of the year through DistroKid. You pay, bro. But I digress. Let's keep it moving. This next track is called Il Friona Siva by Loverboy. The description says some cold vibes over here. This is a plug experimental song. It's in sped up. It is in sped up and in Spanish. Okay. It's in sped up Spanish. Let's go. You're listening to Heat Check. After this song, we're going to start scrambling up the songs to make sure that everybody has a fair shot at getting heard. We still got 10 more songs left. We might not get through all of them, so let's see. Oh, that's not the right song. I was gonna say, like, didn't we just hear this?
Yo sigo aquí, yo lo hago por ti. Yo no me he matado solo por ti. Yo no haría nada bueno por mí. Forzándolo para la story. Haciendo historia sentado. Buscando estar asentado. No me jodan, estoy zen, lo saben. Escribir cubre necesidades. Tanto tiempo tengo pensando en todo. No deja dormir el querer todo. Tratando de ponerme en foco porque me siento poco, aunque sé que es poco a poco, ya. Me siento tonto, ya. Nadie me conoce, yo soy otro, ya.
This is fun. Oh, sorry. Sorry. This is fun. This is a fun track. I like experimental music like this where people are just like, you know, playing around with sounds and see what you get. This is cool so far.
Si me aferro, si me fumo todo un kilo esta noche. Despertando a los vecinos con la tos. Soy un ghost, no me paran ni el lazón, yo tengo cone. La puta, yo soy el conector. Tu flow es como un hub. Yo le destruyo el ring si yo soy su frodo. Baby, I'm tired de tirar esa mierda, I'm tired. Sé que viste bien, la neta no tiene drip. Mi cerebro ya está dripping, caro, no ocupo vestir. I'm falling, baby, I'm falling. Pero ando buscando estar body. Soy una gema, un top. Yo estoy en la street, puta, no soy un toy.
Sorry, I keep doing this. There we go. I keep this T.I. diss. I'm not sure if you guys are paying attention, but T.I. dissed 50 Cent. So the internet is ablaze with that right now. But that was a fun song. Was it a great song? No. Definitely wasn't. But it was fun. It's like the type of song that I would probably like make in the lab, like just like messing around with sounds just to see what sounds interesting. Like I like the Spanish aspect of it. I like that it's sped up, but like this is a throwaway beat in the vault. That's kind of like how I feel this. This is like a throwaway song in the vault that would come out 20 years after I die when someone digs through my computer. But it's a fun effort. It's a fun effort. So congratulations. Okay, so we are now in the last 10 songs. I could just blast through these, but that's not fair to those people who submitted and been waiting, because there's still several people in here that might be waiting. So what we're going to do is, and I've never used this button before. I don't know what the fuck's going to happen when I click on this, but there's a spin the wheel button here of these little dice that should, in theory, mix up the last 10 songs. And so we're going to randomly mix up all the songs from here on out to keep it fair. And then once we hit 9 o'clock, we're done. I'm doing 3 hours. No more than that, period. Okay, so let's try this. Spin the wheel. Oh, it's an actual wheel. Oh, that's lit. Okay, cool. So I already see that BQY is in here, and he already submitted twice already. So he's already automatically out. But anyways, let's spin. We're spinning. Boys Don't Cry. Don't Go World is next. Let's go. We on the heat check, bitch. SoundCloud link. Excuse me. Okay, so those are very dark lyrics, dude. Hope you're okay. Hope things are going all right in your world. But these are dark lyrics, man. If you find me, I'll be unresponsive. Man, this feels like kind of a little dark, a little dark. Okay, so the lyrics are super dark, and it's depressing me. So I'm stopping the song. I think the quality is not very good, like overall, in the sense that, like, you know, hit the studio if this is a song that you're trying to pursue, but it sounds like it might just be you just messing around the demo. I like the guitar riff. I think the lyrics are super depressing. It feels like it's a suicide note. I hope that you're okay. If you need someone to talk to who's random as fuck, hit me up. I'll chat with you. I know that music is always a good place for solace, for release, for processing dark emotions. And so I always appreciate music like this because this song maybe did prevent you from harming yourself or going down a route that you didn't necessarily want to go down. So I would never knock that. If you want to talk about quality, yeah, hit a studio. Go hit a studio. But overall, I mean, I don't really have much to say other than, like, if you need someone to talk to, man, let me know. Let me know. Oh, you're in the comments. He said that you're all right. That's good. That's good. The song is very... you don't have to apologize, man, because like I said earlier, like, I understand it. I get it. My last album, Wishes Are Never Perfect, there's a link in the description. That album was me processing a lot of dark shit. And over the last 3 or 4 years, I've lost my uncle. I lost 2 children to miscarriage. I lost my studio. I lost a bunch of friends, either through drug overdose or just through bad relationships or them just dying in random ways. I had a friend who died in an ATV accident. That was one of my rap partners. All this happened over the last 3 or 4 years. And one of the things that kept me in the game is the music. Being able to take that energy and transmogrify it into something that goes beyond me. So don't apologize. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't apologize for making that song. I would even apologize for saying that it's so dark and whatever, because honestly, like I said, this song might have saved your life. And maybe not. Maybe you're just messing around. But I never knock someone from expressing themselves through their music in ways that only they can. That's what it's all about. So thank you for that. Oh, you commented back. I was kind of going for a lower quality thing, especially with all my music. I don't know why, but that shitty sound just always resonated with me when done right, which I feel could have been better with that song. Yeah, I do think that the lo-fi-ness lends to the aesthetic of the song, but like literally, like, it almost gives it like an eerie vibe to where it's like you recorded this right before you offed yourself, right? Like that's the literal vibe that I get from the song. And this would be like the song that like your mom or like your girlfriend or whoever would come across and hear, and they would bawl their eyes out because it was acted as like some type of note. And in a lot of ways that makes it kind of beautiful, and it makes it poignant, and it adds a layer of intrigue. And I do really appreciate all that. I really do. So thank you for that. Thank you for your submission. Okay, let's go ahead and do the wheel thing again. I like the wheel thing. That was cool. Spin the wheel. We're spinning the wheel. Sandile story featuring the scribe. Okay, booyah. Okay. This says, rate my work and also share with others to get more feedback. Maybe. Let's hear how your song is. You shared a Muse link? Okay. Okay. Oh, it's a hyperlink. Okay, let's go to Spotify. Fuck Spotify, by the way. Anyways, here we go. Booyah. The vocal composition is sick. I like. First of all, I have a producer hip hop brain, so whenever I listen to music, I always think in the back of my head, like, would I sample this? I would sample the fuck out of this. I would sample the hell out of this. Those vocals. I would sample that. Oh, whew, this is good so far. This is really good. This is dope. Oh, we got drums. So I don't know what the hell y'all are saying in this song, but this actually might be my song of the night. And I'll explain to you why. Because overall, like, this is a real song. I know like half the songs have been aired tonight, but real song, beautiful vocal composition. Like the layering of the vocals really like drove me in like a lot, quite a bit. Very simple pianos, which allows the vocals to shine. Very cool composition. Like I wasn't even expecting drums to come in. This is great. This is one of my favorite songs of the night. Let's listen to a little bit more though. Yeah, it's a cool song, man. I really, really like that song. It's one of my favorite songs of the night, for sure, for sure. But I gotta keep it moving. I can't sit here and glaze this song all day. We got, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Shit. All right, so this song's next because I didn't mean to hit that button. Ashawn Galaxy, More Than Only Friends is this track. I meant to do the shuffle thing, but I hit the wrong button. So here we are. Here we are.
Girl, your smile takes me to heaven. I lose my breath when you speak. I still taste your kiss when I close my eyes. And waking up with you makes me weak.
I like what you're trying to do with this song. I think you need a little bit more vocal training. That'd be like the first thing that pops in my head, is that the vocals aren't refined. It needs a little bit of refinement in the vocals. We're gonna keep listening though.
Cause so many times I try to fight how I feel. Cause it's so hard to keep love inside a shell. And you keep saying that we're only just friends.
See, that like right there, the only just friends. Like, you gotta hit that only, bro, because your vocal quality like dropped quite a bit on that only. And it's because, not because you don't know how to sing, but rather your vocal projection and like your consistency in holding your notes is a little wonky.
Not good enough, 'cause we were made for so much more than only friends. When you know that deep inside that we are more than only friends. We are more than only friends. More than only friends. When you know that deep inside that we are more than only friends. Yeah, more than only friends. You
Yeah, I would just say go get some vocal training. I think that you have good songwriting skills. I think that the talent is there. It's just the vocals clearly stand out as needing a little bit more polish, a little bit more practice. But with that said, we're gonna keep moving. We're gonna shuffle this bitch. We might just push it to these last 6 songs because it's gonna be fucked up. There's like 1 song left that didn't get picked. To be fair though, BQYU is disqualified. We're not listening to any more of your music. So up next is In a Bad State, Voloma. So we only have 5 songs left. We might just tough this out. I think I can knock out 5 songs in 15 minutes. That's 3 minutes of review. Voloma by Manhani, or Manhani, Voloma.
That I'm for that kind of action no matter what the action is. I don't think when a man is being criminally treated that some criminal has whatever kind of action program can be devised to get us the things that will let the man know if we are peaceful people. We are loving people. We love everybody who loves us. But we don't love anybody who doesn't love us.
I like it.
We're non-violent with people who are non-violent with us. But we are not non-violent with anyone who is violent with us.
The intro is long as fuck, but we got to it. That song's tight. I think the intro's too long, way too long. Didn't know what kind of song I was listening to until like a minute in. Otherwise, I think the song's really good. I think that like this is the type of song that me and my homies would dance to in the club, for sure. Or my best friend's a DJ. He might spin this at the club. This is the kind of vibe. I think the production is solid. I think the choices of samples and the synth is great. It's mixed clean. My only issue is the long ass intro. I thought this was gonna be a hip hop song, but then it turned into this wop wop wop, which is cool. So good stuff. Manahi? Manahi? I don't know how to pronounce your name. Let's keep moving. Spin the wheel. BQYU is disqualified, so we only have 4 left. We can get done. We'll get this done tonight. Kid Bird, Southbound Train is the next track. Head cold. Thank you so much for watching the heat check, by the way. I didn't think we'd get through all 50 songs tonight, and 49 songs, but we probably will do this. So if you've been watching the whole time, thank you.
I'm a lever set for a southbound train. Destination unknown, here at the train in vain. And I'm trying to forget that somebody's coming. I can't move my feet, but the rails keep me running. It takes some iron and coals to move away. People tend to shut eyes and look the other way.
This is solid work. This is solid work. You guys seem brand new though. Like I'm looking through your page. You guys aren't AI. You guys are a real band. At least you guys are doing a good job of pretending that you are. But you only have one release, and that's this. Well, you have this is a part of EP. This is a good song. Good songwriting, good composition, great voices. Let's listen to a little bit more.
Now their heart is fulfilled with dreams of yesterday. When all the money in the world won't ease your sorrow, the only way the sun will kiss your face tomorrow. It takes some nerves of steel to beat the day.
This is solid work. This is solid work, man. Like, I think that I'm pleasantly surprised by this because this is an example of high quality music, great songwriting, great vocal quality, great composition, great guitar riffs, great, I already said quality, mixing. This is dope. I think what it comes down to is it's just not the type of music that I typically listen to. So it's hard for me to rate it on an emotional scale. Like I don't really feel anything listening to this song because it's not my kind of music. But it's still something that I can marvel at for the technical qualities and the execution of it. So good job on the song, yo. Good job. We are down to the last two. Miguel Devo, with your song Running the Wild. Let's get it. This is dope so far. Good start so far, but this song is also 7 minutes long, so we're gonna listen to what we can. But yeah. This song reminds me of something that Jaden Smith would make. Now, you can take that as a good thing or a bad thing. I think Jaden Smith has access and he's talented, but he has access to some of the best producers and best sound quality in the industry. But this sounds like his last album that he put out on like this like kind of spacey night moves, drive kind of vibe. I like the conspiracy lyrics. I think this is dope. This is a good song so far. I am going to fast forward though. It's 7 minutes. I'm going to go to 4-minute mark. This is dope, man. This is also one of my favorite songs of the night. I don't think I have a song of the night yet. I have to probably go back and review this, but this is a great song, dude. It's good. It's just good. Like, I like the composition. I like the usage of synthesizers. It sounds kind of airy, but it makes me think of the movie Drive. Night Moves. Is the song called Night Moves? I keep calling it Night Moves. It's Kavinsky. Is that the song I'm thinking of? Night Call, not Night Moves. This song. I'm going to play it for a second. That song. That's what that song makes me think of. Which is good, because that song's sick. So you're doing good work here, man. Good stuff. Clean mixing. Interesting sounds. Holds my attention. The song is 7.5 minutes, though. I'm not sure if that's long enough. Or, sorry, if that's too long or not. But I like it. Good stuff. All right. We got some comments. Hi there. Thanks for answering my questions on my last song. I just submitted 2 songs using the same email. I apologize. If I missed out on the rule for more than one, then submit it. Did you submit? I mean, we'll listen to your song, I think, because we got time. But, yeah, I mean, you aren't supposed to use 2 different emails. That's the rule. It's supposed to be, I'm capping it off at 2 free submissions per artist. And sure, there are ways around that. You can use different names and all kinds of shit in different emails, but ideally just 2 songs. I think you only submitted 1. I might be fucking up. I'm glad you spoke up. We'll play you next. Fuck it. Well, we'll see what the wheel says. There's 2 songs left. Cultivated Mind and BQY. And It's Not You. We're doing Cultivated Mind Sunday School next, and then we'll have time to play your song. Fuck it, we're good. This is Sunday School by Cultivated Mind. We're in the last 2 songs. I didn't think we'd get through 49 songs tonight, honestly. I dead ass thought that we weren't going to do this. But now I know that I can get through 49 songs in 3 hours.
I won't go to Sunday school no more, but I love God more than ever. You won't find me sitting on a Sunday morning with hypocrites and devils. No way. All the ones who looked at I and I with scorn.
I like this song a lot. This is cool. Very laid back, but some very upfront lyrics.
They never call me brother, no. The only thing they good for is keeping score and judging one another, I say. Well, mama, with your 5 crying youths, oh, they gonna talk about you. Hear them trotting away. 5 children and no husbands in your pew, oh, they gonna gonna talk about you. Hear them trotting away. Tattered clothes and some dirty working boots. Oh, they gonna talk about you. Hear them trotting away.
We don't get really like a lot of dub submissions on this channel. So, you know, it's always appreciated. This is like a refreshing listen compared to like all the other music that's been submitted on the show so far. Which, by the way, we've had over 170 submissions on this show since we started 6 weeks ago, which is pretty awesome. I didn't think we would get that many submissions in that amount of time period. I was thinking like 10 or 15 submissions per episode, but this one got fucking 49, so that's cool. As far as the song goes, I really like the lyrics, the whole concept of not going to Sunday school. The laid-back Jamaican reggae dub vibes are always appreciated because we don't get a lot of that. This song is dope. It's probably one of the better songs I got submitted this evening. So congratulations to Cultivated Mind for doing that. You don't get any prize or anything. But although, which made me think, I think at some point we will do some type of prize-based financial thing. Like probably what I'm doing, and this is just the idea off the top, and it probably won't be during a regular heat check session. It will probably be during like later in the week or something like that, where we do just paid submissions. Just paid submissions, $10, and then probably set up some type of like voting system, and then we give the winner half of the earnings from the submissions. I get the other half because I'm the one who put this shit together. But the winner of the night gets half the earnings. So if 5 people submit, and you know, you would get $25 if you won. Well, no, that's not right. The math is off there. No, that's right. Yeah, $5 plus 10 times 10 is $50. Sorry, 5 times 10 is 50. Divided by 2 is 25. So you would get $25. That sounds like a pretty good deal. So we'll see how that goes. I can't make any guarantees on that. It's just an idea that I'm spinning around. We'll go ahead and listen to this last track, though, so I can get up out of here. This is going to be Only Yesterday by BQYU Music. Let's end with a bang.
You had the best of me, but no time for the rest of me. And that's just how it ends. Are you happy now? Oh, you gotta teach me how. You keep it all pretend, but for you, oh, did you do the same? Oh, I wish you did. Let you in, oh, you were free to blame me for everything. And it's true.
So I actually like this song more than the first song you submitted. I think this song is a little bit more dialed back than the first one. And it does a better job of showcasing your vocals. Let's listen to a little bit more, though. Oops, where'd it go? Here we go.
Yeah, the fun key to my heart. And tell me every little feel apart. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Who do you think that you are? I showed you all my love from the start. Whoa, whoa. You, what happened to me? Just that day. And my world has changed.
Yeah, I think this song is better produced, too. Like, you're doing a lot more interesting stuff with the vocals. This one sounds a lot more fleshed out. This one sounds like a lot more finished. Yeah, I like this song more than the first one.
None of you bring so much pain and keep away. The touch of you is hard.
I will say this, dude. Like, you know how to produce for sure. Like, you got skills. This is some dope production. Like, this is fly as shit. I like it. I think the vocals could be a little bit. Actually, the vocals are fine. They're fine. They're fine. Okay, we're not 9 o'clock. Perfect. That actually went pretty perfect. I tried to get all 49 songs done over the 3 hours to see if it could be done in a way that felt genuine without me just like rushing through shit. And we did it. So that's good. That's good to know. So if you watched the whole show, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, follow. I will probably put the link up for next week the same day because I worked a lot better than trying to put it up for a week in advance. So keep an eye on Reddit or Facebook or this page for the link. Eventually there will be a website that I'm working on to like help artists with stuff. And we'll get to that when the time happens. But in the meantime, thank you for watching the heat check. Sorry for the coughs and the nasally stuff I've been dealing with for sickness, but I had to do it for y'all. We'll be back again next week with another episode. And yeah, tell your friends. Appreciate y'all. We are out. Peace.
Floating in space, hoping to land. Roll with the universe, go with the plan. Meteor shower, I'm making it rain. Counting my blessings like rain.